everyone. We are Dances with Kobolds, and tonight we are playing the Red Hand of Doom, Electric Boogaloo. But before I let Patrick take it away, please check out the doobly-doo down below for the Heroes Wanted collective of shows, as well as our Extra Life link. Without further ado, take it away, Patrick.
Thank you, Stephanie. Welcome everyone to tonight's game. I am the game master for this session. I will be putting the players in a variety of situations and seeing how they respond. Joining me tonight are...
Why, hello everyone. My name is Lorne and I am playing Dr. Padme Eisen, the Tiefling Artificer Extraordinaire, and I shall defeat your fantasy world with science!
Hi everyone, my name is Chris. I'll be playing Maximilian T. Justice, Dragonborn Paladin of Glory, and newly minted landowner. Now, kids, get off my lawn.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'll be playing Seymour Sunkist, Warlock Newspaperman. And tonight's top story, we talk to the last of the forest giants and he tells us how we can save the forest with something called green peace.
Hi everyone, I'm Tara. I shall be playing Chirrup, the Kenku Bard of the College of Whispers, and I don't care how big the room is, I cast Shatter.
I'm Stephanie, and I'm playing Molly Goldman, a socialist cleric, defender of the proletariat, who fully supports Chirrup.
Hello, Nabil here. I'll be playing as Haboob of the Red Sands, a Tabaxi rogue of the Phantom subclass.
I am Brendan, and I'll be playing Julius, the Vidalcan Wizard.
And last session, the party attacked the tip of the spear of the Red Hand, who were staging themselves in Vrath Keep, and with a variety of tactics were able to defeat everybody in there quite handily, though a goblin rider did escape on their wolf. Beneath the keep, you found the bones of the former family members who had died from a giant's arrow that had crushed their sternum, as the keep had been overrun by forest giants in its final moments. And you found one of these giant weapons underneath the keep. It was a massive spiked gauntlet, along with a magical helmet, a magical tattoo, and a staff of healing. You dispersed that as well as the gold you found amongst the group, and then continued north along the roadway. And you also found some Zorn boots, which allow its wearer to tunnel. And in the bottle black, sort of pre-dawn, you have continued up.
Did Patrick cut out there?
Nope.
Nope, I can hear him.
Yep.
Coming in clear.
I'm having
How about
him
now?
Yep.
Nah, that's more clear.
I'll check the stream.
You were, rubber banding.
Oh, that's weird.
You were good on my end, so it should be fine on the stream.
All right. Well, yeah, in the bottle black pre-dawn, you continued following the road through the Witchwood, heading towards the Skull Gorge Bridge, which, as you discovered maps and plans and notes from the Wormlord Koth, who had been leading the garrison here at the keep, that in a few days' time, the main forces of the Red Hand will be coming down from their mustering point and crossing this bridge. And you have figured that taking out this bridge is probably the best way to slow their route. Along the way, your guide, Jor, has told you that old Workelnaw, an ancient forest giant, not the friendliest of creatures, is between here and there, and you have chosen to go visit him. And The forest grows more ominous as the dawn way you are following winds deeper into the woods. You have arrived at a spot where a wide track leads away from the road heading to the west, and you see a massive effigy of some kind stands here. A 15-foot tall humanoid shape made from a sagging moss-covered frame, and the thing looks almost like a crude giant-sized skeleton, and you see there are birds nesting in the massive barrel that serves as its head. And, Jor has, turned to all of you and just said, "We are in the forest giant territory. Step lightly, as they are not fond of us smaller folk."
Okay, well, after you, I'll let you lead.
All right. And, the first light of dawn begins breaking, and Seymour, you notice streaking sort of up across the sky, heading south back towards where you came, a fairly large but thin dragonoid creature high above in the air with a rider on its back, zipping in a straight route to the south.
I point that out to everyone. And do we have message? I don't think we do.
I have message.
Yeah, I don't think Chirp has anything like that. Chirp is not the diplomatic part.
Well, I'm gonna.
I do.
Julius, I'll need your help tonight to send a few messages if you have some spell slots to spare.
I believe the spell you are looking for is sending.
Wait, which one's which?
A message is the
cantrip.
cantrip?
Oh, right.
Sending
yeah,
is
so
the
sending.
across great distances 30-word spell.
Yeah, sending is the one I was thinking. Sorry.
I do not
It's
have
25.
sending. 25, 30, round up to 5. How math works.
All right, and which of you is carrying the giant-sized gauntlet as you start your way up this track?
How far out are we? I ask. Buck.
Jor?
I'm looking it up.
You should be
Ian,
able-
not
you should-
Seymour.
You should be able to see his name on the token.
Nope.
Nope.
Can't even see his health bar.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, that was Ian, not Seymour. He's gonna be wanted to be greeted. How far are we? I can speak his tongue if it's just giant, right? Oh wait, no. I think he'll understand me no matter what he speaks.
Is giant some common? Probably 2 wheels up this path.
How big of a wheel?
How big's a wheel?
Like a cart, miles, 2 miles, or maybe a little under.
Okay.
All right, so we'll wait till we get closer because this
All right.
only lasts an hour.
And I guess I'll be the one holding the gauntlet.
Well, hang on. How heavy is
I
it?
was. Yeah,
It's sized
I-
for a giant, so it weighs a good 30 plus pounds.
I
Aw.
think Seymour's still the
Julius-
strongest person in the party.
Yeah.
Julius will volunteer to carry it because Maximilian, if we get attacked, will need both of his hands on his, free.
Okay.
I was gonna offer Chirrup to carry because I love the idea. I just put it in the chat. I love the idea of you seeing this giant gauntlet just bobbing along on little bird legs,
Like a big
Wearing it as
bundle
a
in front
hat.
of you.
just wear it over top of me and just scuttle along, little bird legs poking out from underneath this giant gauntlet. But
It's like
that
a
heavy, I don't
walking
think he
pawn.
I don't think
Chirrup, are you
it's
sure?
that heavy.
Need
I
help
don't
with
think he
that.
would appreciate that.
I can lift that, Chirrup. Are you sure you want to carry it?
Yeah, he's gonna try it. It's like, yeah, nah.
It's like a
he'll
very
take
big
step
canoe
back.
on a very small person.
Yeah, no.
Well, better watch out for any lightning. You might have a Mr. Canoe Head situation on your hands.
A what?
I think that
Lightning.
was Triangle Head joke.
No.
His name
There's-
is Pyramid Head, and I don't think it was.
Nope. It's the. It is a joke I will explain later. So Chirrup, as this trek happens, just roll me a strength check, please.
Oh dear. Let's see if I pull something. Straight strength?
Yep.
I got a -1. What was I thinking?
You can manage this, but I mean, you clang every once in a while, and I mean, this is uneven ground, so it's not the most comfortable, but you certainly are not quiet as
Yeah,
the
no.
group wends its way up this rough track.
Seymour will do
And-
his best to guide her around holes and stuff in front of her so she doesn't trip or bump into stuff. He doesn't trip or bump into things.
All right. And, you know, the sun is pretty much risen by the time you have arrived here.
Oh shit, what am I gonna say? We'll wing it. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
You
Oh
got
God,
a,
I'm right
you got a
up
few
beside
minutes.
Seymour. I did not think this through.
Are you ready
What
to
are we
present it?
doing?
We're gonna present the gift and ask for help. We're
Okay.
gonna be sincere and we're gonna be honest.
Chirrup
Okay.
staggers a little bit under the weight of the gauntlet at this point.
And we're gonna do it quickly because I think Chirrup's about to throw up.
And the old
You
track
want me to take it?
comes to an abrupt end in the shadow of a fairly large hill that looms up from the surrounding woodlands. At the hill's base sits the collapsed ruins of what once was a massive and probably quite impressive stone and wooden fortress. You can see entire trees, you know, that have been knocked down and were used to cover parts, but the whole thing is now little more than a heap of moss-covered stones. You see a thin curl of smoke rises up from a great fire pit, sort of in the central open area. And you see an enormous boar sizzling on a spit the size of a lance over the now sort of hot embers. And you can see a giant crouches by the fire, turning the spit and muttering to himself. He's extraordinarily tall and lean with stooped shoulders, earth yellow skin marked by angry red blotches, and a wild mane and beard of tangled green hair. He easily tops 10 feet, even while sort of hunched over on the ground.
You're the one who speaks giant right now.
I'm gonna, yeah, so I will cast it, and so Jorah's still not coming up on the thing, is he?
Yeah,
He
no.
dropped his token before.
Yeah. Eh.
That's fine.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'll step up and ask Jorah to give a an introduction before I speak.
Chunk.
And Jor will step forward and just say, Warkle, now I bring friends through the wood that wish to speak to you. Will you parley with our friends, is what you hear him saying. Passable giant. And you see Warkle doesn't really even look up. He's just kind of muttering to himself. And as you feel your spell take hold, Seymour, you can pick up that he's muttering, not as good as Owlbear, but good enough for old bagbones like me. Cook, little piggy.
Sir, Mr. Warklenaw, and this is in quite nice and I guess not flowery giant, but you know, run of the mill giant. We seek your aid, and there is great pain coming to this forest. The goblins are amassing to the north, and we need your help to defeat them. They will overrun and burn everything.
Mention the dragon.
They're working with. Sorry, what was the dragon's name? It's been a long week.
We know the dragon. I don't think we know the dragon's name.
Do we not? I thought we did.
Like we know Tiamat, like obviously, but I don't think.
Yes,
we know...
and that's part of it. It's they're trying to bring back Tiamat.
We know they have several dragons.
Yes, plus the dragon.
They are working with dragons is probably good enough.
Mm-hmm.
They are working with dragons. They plan to burn this forest and the vale below, but we can stop them here.
Regiarix.
Is that it, Regiarix?
Mention Regiarix.
Yep. The dragon Regiarix, we believe, is at the head of this. We have brought a gift, and I will, kind of push Cheer Up forward.
Toddle.
And you hear the voice just say, "You come closer, my eyes are weak."
Yep, Seymour will walk right up while bringing Cheer Up with him.
Clang, clang, clang.
Clang, clang, clang goes the
Goes the Kenku.
Ring, ring, ring goes the Warlock. I can get closer if he wants. I will judge it by when he starts to perceive me. If I have to get right up there, I will.
All right, you can see as you look, his eyes are milky and unfocused. And, as he sort of looks down at you, he says, "All gone, all dead but me. Poor Workelna, yes?"
That is tragic, sir. And I didn't want to bring it up, but that is part of the reason why we fight. These monsters killed my mother. Oh, I guess they wasn't, did they? Shit. No, that was the other ones, wasn't it?
It's all related. It's all interrelated. Think about it.
Yeah, because of this, my mother is dead. Because of this, more children will not have mothers. There will be people left behind like you to suffer. We want to stop that. We want to make sure that everyone is together. Can you help us?
As you get closer, you see there is a prominent tattoo on his, wrinkled forehead, a symbol that looks sort of like a frowning, tusked mouth. And he doesn't seem to react to what you say, Seymour. And then you hear a second voice just say, "They're lying to you. We didn't kill his mother. If you really want to save people, they should go back to Drellin's Ferry and get them to evacuate as quickly as possible. Ask them where they got that gauntlet from. They must have killed whoever was wearing it for them to give it to you, don't you think, my friend?"
Is he saying this in
Yeah, where am I saying this, or is this coming out of
This is just, you are hearing this around you. You would all recognize that this is clearly probably like a thaumaturgy cantrip or something like that. But it is not coming from the giant himself.
Yeah. Oh, I could actually answer that. We found that in the basement of a piece of property we own.
I was going to say it nicer than that, and I will. We found it when we took Wrathkeep from the goblins. I know it's a scene of some contention between the small kind and the big, and we thought bringing it to you might be as a way of returning something that is rightfully of the giants. We don't want to be like the former owners. We don't want to be like the goblins. We want to protect this forest.
You little worms won't get me. You did for my kith and kin, but you won't get me.
God damn it.
No, they won't.
Is that a male voice or a...
Indeterminate, but you hear them say, if his mind was his, you might hear something. Now hear me. Go to Drellin's Ferry. Let them know the Red Hand is coming and they must leave. You are mercenaries, yes?
As,
We can all understand it, right? It's not in giant. It's...
No, whoever is speaking is in common.
As he's saying all this, I'm just gonna kind of stand up on this rock here. I'm just gonna kind of close my eyes and extend some divine senses.
Ooh, good. And I'm gonna be just like shaking my head at Warklenaw. Don't. We are here.
Seymour, I don't believe that will work. Whatever this is some type of enchantment.
Well, I'm still gonna try. I will still try. Is a persuasion check even gonna work, or is it magic?
I'll ask for a persuasion check when the time comes. Hang on, I have to refresh.
Seymour?
At this point, I just see Cherub just like his strength giving out, just like thwomp.
I think I'm gonna have to cast. I think I'm gonna be completely out of spell slots, but I think I'm gonna have to cast Dispel Magic if it is a mind-affecting spell.
Well, no. Okay, so we're hearing it, so it's not necessarily a mind control.
Is it coming from him?
No, this voice is coming from around you. You would all recognize this is probably some sort of either prestidigitation or simple cantrip to that effect. But you have not, even Seymour, you have not spotted anybody in the vicinity. Maximilian, you pick up no great evil. You do not pick up any, fey, fiends, anything like that.
Badman wanted to actually search for the caster.
Give me an investigation check or a perception check, actually. If you're looking around, just a general, everyone can give me perception checks if you want to look.
Yeah, Seymour, when he hears it, will be looking around like, what the fuck is this new hell?
Apparently my perception is better than my investigation.
Go Max! Go Max! Max!
Nice.
Max!
Oof.
His justice sense is tingling.
Yeah,
something's afoot.
You look around, Max. You can see no signs of any person. You pick up some light footprints in and around the fire that seem really fresh, but you don't find any signs of an actual person. You're casing sort of the ruins and the rocks and the trees and all that. Nothing comes up. I would say you clearly get the sense that somebody is potentially using magic to hide at this point, because you think you would have cottoned on to anything else that was going on here.
Yeah. I whisper to Julius, can you see what magic's around?
I don't have detect magic. You need.
Does Badme have detect magic?
Yes. Actually, I'm going to walk for Warklenaw.
And as that happens, Warklenaw will just stand and sort of reach for their large club, and you hear a voice say, "Can we not talk before we get to the unpleasantness?"
I wasn't planning any unpleasantness.
I am.
See,
if you touch my friend, there will be great unpleasantness.
Warklenaw, we're here with your friend Jor. We aren't the evil
ones.
We're
not friends. We're not friends.
You're
acquaintances.
Sometimes acquaintances.
Okay.
We come known. This is just a voice on the wind. Please, we beg you, save this forest with us. I'm going to try. Well, if he's not of his mind, then I can do Dispel Magic on it.
Mr.
You will. Go ahead.
What do you need? Is it money? Is it land? What will
Well-
it take to just have you end your foolishness?
Well,
Stop.
You guys need to stop.
What do we need to stop?
well,
The invasion, for one.
first of all, I'd really like to know who I'm speaking with. If you wouldn't mind.
I am Tarleth.
Tarleth, that's great. We've never seen eye to eye, Tarleth, in the most literal of senses. It's considered a bit rude to hide behind invisibility spells or wherever it is you are. Please come on out here. Let's have a conversation, if that is what you're interested in. And this isn't just some ruse to get us into a vulnerable position.
I could already have attacked you had I chosen to.
I'm sure
I
you
didn't
could.
need to speak up. You've had some minor successes. Your killing, I assume, of Koth doesn't bother me, but it gets in the way of our freeing our deity.
Your deity is being punished.
Our deity is being punished unjustly. There are many, many deities that are considered evil or unsettling that have not been locked away.
And your deity's freedom is worth the death
Lives
and
of the Vale.
destruction of everyone and everything in the Vale. You may wish to understand that we have at least some understanding of your plans, and they don't involve merely liberating a deity. They involve enslavement, death, devouring of sentient creatures, etc.
Only
You fight
if
for a god.
required.
We fight to save our families.
Only if required doesn't seem to be the tone of the notes we've.
You have been given the opportunity to help Drellin's Ferry and everywhere else be evacuated. Instead, you have gone in the other direction, haven't you?
Let's just say that our tactics may seem counterintuitive, but I assure you they will be effective.
You sound brave.
I do.
But you're not brave. You have merely forgotten the face of death. Do you need me to reacquaint you with it?
I mean, you could surrender.
Max,
Yes.
we're not going to agree with her. We're not going to convince her.
I didn't think so. However, I do have now one quick question, Patrick, before we roll into initiative. Workelnaw, you said Workelnaw had very milky eyes and had red blotches all over his skin. Yes?
Yes.
Does that look diseased to me?
Give me a medicine check.
4.
It looks like it's some sort of, if not disease, a nasty rash kind of a thing.
And does he seem like his mind is wiped? Can I try a preemptive dispel magic? Or does it seem like he is...
As soon as you start casting a spell, that will roll us into initiative. But yeah, you absolutely can try.
I mean, no, sorry. The question was, does it seem like he's affected by magic, or does it seem like he's convinced through words?
I think he's outright stated that he's been affected by magic. Like, I think the voice told us that, correct? More or less?
That I wasn't...
The voice told you that Workelnaw's mind was theirs.
Julius would like to speak on that, actually. He's going to look in the direction that we assume the voice went, and he is going to say, regardless of your deity, regardless of your intentions, however noble you may think they may be, you have taken over the mind of a sentient entity, a creature, someone with thoughts and feelings. This is not something that I can allow to stand. This is the one thing that I cannot allow to stand.
Here, body
So
autonomy
if
for all.
I give him his mind back, you'll simply leave? Is that your bargain?
No. But I am saying
So it
to
is
make
not the
it
one
possible
thing.
for us to come to an accord.
I think we should dispel it. They're not going to let it go. We need Marco Oz. We need his help.
If you leave,
Mm-hmm.
I will leave and Workelnaw will go back to his meal.
And you won't invade the Vale?
It's a separate issue, Seymour.
You get no sense of dishonesty in that.
And what is to stop you from doing this to someone else? You clearly are the type for it.
I do not destroy minds. I do not poison minds.
You have
I
done
merely
it for
bend.
Workelnaw.
I merely bend them.
That's a funny way of saying manipulate and take over.
We convince minds with words, not force.
Yes, I
Yes, like you convinced Koth. Used your words, did you?
To be
We
fair,
tried.
Koth attacked us first. At that point, it was self-defense.
I
He was
tried
all
with
right.
Coast minions. They didn't. It's
Actually,
sad.
he really did try.
It's actually a habit we've been trying to break him of.
The fact that you consider them minions shows how little you really consider
He blew them up
those
without
of
a
us
second
like
thought. I don't think he considered them anything but minions.
we are all expendable to the Queen. Are you not expendable to your leaders?
No.
No.
I am my own leader.
Generally speaking, not.
Nay queen, nay king, nay laird.
Well, almost my own leader.
Now, I think we've reached an impasse in these negotiations.
Yep.
So let's not let words
I'll step back.
mar the proceedings any further. And I will start walking towards Workelnaw.
And at that point, Workelnaw will stand, and you will just hear the voice saying, Workelnaw, these are the people that killed your kith and kin.
Can I identify the spell that he's using at this point based on what he's been doing?
Give me an Arcana check.
I feel like I've seen him manipulate him several times now.
If you can tell me what it is, does that make it easier for me to dispel it?
Yes.
It's that's an 18.
Meet me in the other channel, Julius and Stephanie.
Yes, coming.
Julius would think this would have to be a fairly powerful mind control spell because you've seen certain actions that don't involve spoken commands. So you get the sense that some of this might be telepathic.
Like Brendan is pretty sure he knows it's Dominate Monster. I don't know if Julius would know that.
Julius doesn't know that yet.
Yeah.
Julius would get the sense that it's not like charm or anything like that. It's something stronger than that. But yeah, with an 18, you're not exactly sure which one, but because there's a couple that it could be. But yeah, you know it's strong.
All right. I have a plan then.
Yeah. we can head back to the other chat.
Thanks to our friend Seymour Sungist. He does something foolish again.
With that,
You're
though,
quite quiet.
you
I couldn't hear you, Brendan.
I said Molly should offer our friend Seymour some guidance before he does.
Yep, guidance.
I am sorry. I really thought you might be reasonable, but if greed is not your reasoning, we are at an impasse where my religious beliefs and your political beliefs collide. With that, it's time to roll some initiative.
Living in peace are not political beliefs, god damn it.
Chirp isn't it for the
Four.
cult, to be fair, but he's not about to tell him that.
4.
I'm going to write a strongly worded opinion piece in my
Nope,
newspaper
nope.
about
Oh
this.
my god.
Damn right.
Wow, the two
Oh.
rogues both rolled in that
What?
one.
People.
We
You know
died.
what? You know what? I'm cashing in my inspiration. I have inspiration here. I'm cashing it in, and I'm re-rolling that. There we go.
All right.
Nice.
This is where I would use luck if Patrick would let me take it.
Not a chance.
Yeah. Man, having an owl right now would be real nice.
We had the time on the walk. Do you want me to take one more spot off of my incense? Because I brought index back during as we were coming.
No. Good.
So, does it look like, because Chirp's going first out of us, I feel like everyone's trying to not kill him.
Seymour's talked about dispelling the...
Yeah.
I want to see if it's a disease. I was going to pop some diseasey, anti-diseasey stuff into him.
Oh man, we're a triple threat.
But with that, yes, Chirrup, you are up first. So you have seen this elderly giant has reached for this massive club and stood up, and you can hear the creaking and cracking of their sort of bones. What do you do?
I'm going to try this because it's, it doesn't look like we're trying to take him down right now. Because Chirp was up there in the beginning and everyone's talking about dispel this, dispel that. So what is the range on this? 30. Shoot. I will move back up a bit. 5, 10. Hide behind Max.
All right.
I want to aim it behind, because he said his eyes are bad. So I want to cast minor illusion behind him, and I want to make it sound like oh shoot, that probably wouldn't be, because I was going to be like, hey, let's make him sound like he's got enemies behind him that are actively trying to hurt him. Just like try and distract him to give us a chance. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. Just make a noise, like other humans coming up in armor, catch the not so much kill the giant, but just like catch the giant kind of thing. But I think that's going to be too much.
All right.
If you create a sound, its volume can range from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, someone else's voice, a lion's roar, beating of drums, or any other sounds you... So yeah, if I can do like marching feet and clanking armor behind him, I will do that. Because I think that plus voices is just going to be a little bit too much.
All right. Sounds good.
And then I will...
How close do you want to put it to him?
So it's 30 feet. I actually want to be like behind him, so...
Okay.
Like right there-ish. Yeah. I'll put a little mark. Freehand. So yeah, just right about here. Just enough so he like turns around and draws his attention.
Sure, give me an Arcana check.
Oh dear, okay. Yes, I should have saved my inspiration.
All right. Yeah, you hear the sound of what basically sounds like Maximilian stomping coming through. So it's the sound of footprints in his armor kind of jangling.
I'm not really that loud, am I?
Chucky chuck. And he'll nod, but he'll use the last of his movement to just like duck behind the rock here.
All right.
And I have, sorry, 5 more 15. There we go. Done. Okay.
With a sad sigh, you hear, this voice just say, well, I guess I have to reacquaint you with the fear of death. Onwards. And
Oh, that's me.
out of the ground, oh, come on. You see another one of these giants sort of clawing and pulling its way out, but this one has clearly been dead for quite some time. And it will step up behind Badme. And it is just going to topple over on top of you and attempt to just squash you.
Okay. Cool.
That, however, is a 14 to hit, which does not hit. So this creature comes stumbling, tumbling out of the ground, kind of crashes down, missing you. Everyone can feel the ground kind of shake, and then it kind of slowly pulls itself back up and just sort of roars angrily. But that takes us to Julius.
All right, so there were footsteps headed north, correct?
That Max saw. You'd be able to see there's footprints sort of in and around the ground here.
All right. Do they seem to be going in any direction other than north, or do they seem to be going...
Give me a survival check if you want to track footprints, please.
12, not a 14.
12? You don't see them leaving this area, I will say that. You can't quite pick out a direction, but you don't see them leaving that area that you are around.
All right.
Movement and bonus action.
Yes, I'm going to go... just in this direction. Do I see anything? Like anything plainly obvious without a perception check? I'm hoping I just run far enough in that I happen to see them just because they're no longer behind cover.
Not that you can spot them, no.
All right, the rest of my movement?
Yeah. No, you can see at this point with your passive, no footprints in and around this area. You seem to have left the area that the footprints were in.
All right. That'll be it then.
All right. Padme. You have an undead forest giant behind you.
Yeah, that's not something I like. So, okay, so we're going to pop and bam into this guy.
Oh, what, you think his 3 dexterity, he can't get out of the way of that? Oh, rolled a 14. So closer than I would think.
6. Oh, I rolled 1. Oh no, I re-roll that. Nice. I re-rolled a 1 to get max damage.
Yep, that's great. Yeah, this burning ball of fire rolls into him, and there is just a putrid stench of burning old flesh.
Where's my fire? There's my fire. Yeah, I light myself on fire as part of that because, of course. And, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Warkelnaw stands heads towards Chirrup.
Do anything to you?
That is a 27 to hit for 16 bludgeoning damage.
I gave you your gauntlet back. What are you doing, bruh? Okay. 16.
And that is a 24 to hit for another 17 bludgeoning damage.
No, I'm going to use my tattoo reaction to halve that damage. Otherwise, I would be down.
All right. That takes us to Molly.
Okay, I am. So that's an undead creature right in front of us?
Nope. In front of you is an elderly creature. The undead is beside Badme.
That's what I meant. Sorry, I was looking to my right.
Yes. Yes, very clearly undead.
Okay, so I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, and I am going to... Hold on 1 second. I'm going to channel Divinity, turn undead.
All right. That is a 17.
God damn it. And then I will...
It rolled a nat 20 to get that.
And I'm going to Healing Word Chirrup.
All right.
Thank you.
Seymour.
Oh, let's try it. Dispel magic on Warklenaw. And then I'm going to back up a bit. These are stairs to the right, right?
Yes, steps up to what is sort of an old, broken, kind of platform. Roll me an intelligence check, please.
If you have inspiration, I'd use it too.
No, guidance, yeah.
I don't have inspiration or guidance.
He does have.
Oh,
You do have guidance. Molly guidance.
do I?
too.
Oh, I forgot.
Like that whole message, like,
Your
Oh,
spell
God.
does not work.
Okay, I need multiple people to carry Dispel Magic in the future.
And yeah, I'm
getting-
gonna run
getting-
up onto. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
gonna run up onto the platform and tell Index to help with Warklenaw.
All right. Do you want to roll Index into initiative?
Oh, I forgot to do that. Sorry.
And that takes us to Haboob.
I so want to shoot so many arrows in Warklenaw's knees, but
We need him for one more adventure. We can't do that.
ah, crap. Okay, so I'm just gonna focus on the undead first. Quick question: how high are these platforms?
They're about 5 feet up. They're not very high.
Oh, they're not very high. Okay. I would like to look spectacular on stage when I do this. And aim at the undead, and because Bad Bay is next to it.
$22 hits.
Ah, crap. I mean, I meant that.
Yeah, 18 damage. Yes, your arrow just sort of splatters this old kind of rotting skin.
And, yeah, see, 2-4 apart. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Maximilian.
I'm gonna pull a Seymour here. I'm gonna walk up to Warklenaw and I say, Warklenaw, please come back to us. You're too big and too strong and too ancient to fall for these simple magical tricks, my friend. In fact, let me help you out with something. And I'm going to lay on hands him for 5 points to cure disease.
All right, yeah, you see part of the blotch, the blotches on his skin immediately start to recede and then disappear.
All right. Is this good for a persuasion check?
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
All right. I am blowing inspiration on this because this may or may not be important. Nat 20. 25.
Nice.
All right.
Remember the strength of your people.
I'm going to give Workelnaw a wisdom saving throw. That is an 18.
Yeah.
You see Workelnaw's left eye start to slowly focus. His right eye remains milky. You're not sure that one will ever be repaired.
Yeah, there's only so much I can do.
All right. Any movement, any bonus action?
I think as a bonus action, I'll set the cape aflutter because this is a heroic action, and I want to strike a good pose.
All right. Jor is going to dash up next to Haboob and fire at the zombie. One hit, 4 piercing damage. Top of the round, Chirrup.
All right, I have no idea if this persuasion worked or not, but I see he's trying it, so I'm going to disengage my action, run away,
All right.
and bonus action, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna duck behind Jor and Haboob here. Hi, meat shields. I think as my bonus action, I can inspire. Yes, I will inspire Max since he's right beside the giant there.
Yay.
And I can. It's still a D6 because of my multi-class. And I can only do it once per person, right? Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's it for me.
Yeah, once per person per turn, I think.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Just checking.
All right. Index zips around Workelnaw. A noise and buzzing.
But I don't think it's entirely necessary, but that was his thing, so yeah.
Yep. All right. The zombie will continue attacking Padme. This time it will reach out and picks up what appears to be a large bone and is going to attempt to just smash you. That is a 24 to hit for 18 bludgeoning damage.
It takes 2 fire damage. Is it 18 damage?
Yes.
Oh boy. Still got the fire.
All right. And yeah, it is just going to circle around to try and get away from the burning ball of fire, but is not smart enough to get too far away from it. Takes us to Julius.
All right. I was really hoping to have found this thing.
Thing? How dare you?
Look, it's a noun.
We're not 100% sure what species it is.
Yeah, we're not sure it's humanoid. It might be like a demon or something.
We assume humanoid.
I don't know. Do I feel like I'm far enough back now that if it was just hiding behind the tree or in the trees, I would see it?
Yes.
Right. I guess I'm gonna go help deal with the dragon, or not the dragon, the zombie. I'll run over here, and I believe I have a clear-ish line of sight to this giant thing.
Oh, absolutely.
So I will cast Firebolt.
Hits. 6 fire damage.
My Firebolt damage continues to be awful.
You are definitely rolling below average.
Real bad.
Any more movement? Any bonus actions?
Oh, that was 30 feet. I'm good.
All right. Badme.
All right. Just double checking what I have in my inventory. I do not have holy water. Okay. Bonus action. Slam.
All right. Gets a 16. Nat 20 on his dex save.
Damn. So half.
Still 6 damage. That's never going to happen again.
Okay, I can probably survive one more hit, so I'll stay in play. I will, with disadvantage, do firebolt.
All right. Oh,
Does an
11
11
still
hit?
hits. Yep.
Nice. I rerolled a 1 to a 1. Damn. And reignite myself on fire.
All right. Yeah, this zombie is burning and smoking and really starting to look like they're starting to break down. Warplenaw.
Will you fight? Not us.
You see him just kind of shake his head and look around and goes, "Where is the little one? Toyed with my mind."
That's a good question. We have no idea.
We'll find her. Help us.
Yeah, he instead goes and looks around, but he just rolled a natural 1 on his survival check for a total that he cannot find. But yeah, he is definitely looking around at where this thing went and just, "Come out and show yourself."
You're stamping down the trail. Relax.
No, you got to use the other eye.
That takes us to Molly.
Okay, let's see. I am going to... I'll Sacred Flame the monster.
Oh, that hits. He rolled an 8.
And I'm gonna back away. Badme, what are you still doing there for?
All right, he will take an attack of opportunity.
Really?
Oh yeah, you were within 10 feet.
Never mind. I will stay where I am, and I'm.
No, you. Too late. You.
Too late?
Yep.
Okay. All right. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it live.
That is a 21 to hit for 20 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
May, do you need a healing word?
Molly, are you okay? Jesus.
I think I have more hit points than you right now.
I'm fine.
She's also got more little birds going around her head than you right now.
Did you remember to deal with your temporary hit points, Molly?
No.
Remember, you have 7.
All right, +7 then.
Is it 7 or 9?
9.
Sorry, 9. I was looking at something. I was looking at my initiative when I said that.
All right.
And 6 remaining from the looting before.
Yeah. All right. That takes us to Seymour.
Yeah, it seems like Warkaldaw's okay right now, so I'm gonna say to Index help with the zombie. He can't do it right now. That's fine. I'm going to shoot at the zombie.
Those both hit for 14 more damage. Badme, you can really start to almost see through this entire creature now as these force blasts have just removed whatever sort of skin and muscle is left.
Ugh.
And done.
All right. Haboob.
All right, so I'm just going to take a little bit further step back over here and aim at the undead again. And ooh,
Well, that's a hit. Roll a crap ton of damage. Total of 29 damage. All right. Yeah, this thing is barely on its feet at this point.
Come on, whoever's up next, take it down quick. That's it for me.
That is Maximilian.
All right. Yeah. Max just kind of looks a little distracted for a second and just kind of shakes his head and goes, "What the hell was that?" And then runs forward and does things. Let's do ice pick.
Hits
Does that
for
do it?
12 piercing damage. You see where the ice grows, this creature's leg just buckles and it falls.
Uh-huh. Do I
It
throw
did take radiant damage.
Yeah, not on this turn, though. Takes piercing and cold damage. Doesn't matter. It does not make it save.
Cool.
So, yeah, with that 12 damage, it does not make its DC 17 con save to get back up.
Oh, it was
it's
on this turn, because it was Molly's turn.
It's this round, not this turn.
Or this round, I should say, yeah.
It's got to be the
Yeah.
turn it goes down.
Yeah, or a critical hit. So if Haboob had done 3 more damage, he would have taken it down. But yeah, so the ice sheaths this zombie, and while parts of it still squirm across the ground, it is not getting back up, Max.
All right. Gonna back away a little bit because that's kind of disgusting and creepy. All right. So I have no idea where our friend is. I've already used.
No,
an
but they're
action.
around.
They're around, and they're casting spells that require concentration.
Well, fascinating. So what did I do? I went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, okay, that's about right. That's it for me.
All right. Jor is going to hold an attack in case anybody shows up. Chirrup.
There's nobody I can see.
Correct.
But Jor has been going off in this direction, looking for somebody, right?
No, Jor is right beside you. He's got his bow at the ready. Yeah, you saw
the-
Workelnaw has been
Workelnaw,
looking
thank you.
around here. You saw Julius look around here as well, but neither of them have found anything.
I am going to take a stab. I doubt he's there now, but you know what? I will hold my action, and I will cast Fairy Fire if I think there is an invisible creature located. So if somebody says, "Hey, here he is," I will cast it. Or if he appears, I will cast it. Yeah.
All right. Index.
Yeah, so Index will, because we're looking for that one. What do you want? It's survival, right? For Index
Yes.
to track.
Yeah, to track footprints.
Doesn't have survival, so it's intelligence for survival or wisdom?
Wisdom. Index notices the footprints seem to lead directly to this rock wall.
So around there?
Yep.
Index still has movement, so let's bump into that rock wall.
You see Index vanish through the rock wall.
Ooh.
And it's Index's turn, so as he passes through, that's where he will end his movement, but he will come out and start making the screeching whoop, 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 whoop noise this way.
All right. Well, that changes everything.
Oh, and he probably dies now, because he's, like, right there in front of whoever's attacking us. Don't worry, I'm still keeping track. I've got 4 left of my incense.
All right. Yeah, stepping out through this wall. You see a very short hobgoblin who is crouched in like a small hole.
Would a short hobgoblin be a hobbled goblin?
Oh, I dare you to ask.
I don't know. Seymour's smarter than Ian.
Is he?
I think so. He built a printing press that was divinely inspired to him.
Yeah, and he steps out and swings a longsword wildly at Index that does not even come close to hitting. And then looking around at the rest of you, is going to appear far up at the top of the hill.
He cast a spell.
He certainly did.
I was gonna
no,
do this regardless. So I'm gonna
Attack of
counterspell it.
opportunity?
He will counterspell your counterspell.
Oh, that's bastard.
And he will look at you
No,
and kind of nod at the same time as doing that, as you both begin to prepare that. No attack of opportunity because he basically teleported. He dimension doored about 300 feet, just.
300
That-
feet? Damn.
Well, that's dimension door, isn't it?
That is Dimension Door.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Dimension door goes up to 500.
Yeah, it's
500. Oh, then he's just gone.
I was
Damn,
gonna-
Nabil,
I'm gonna double check.
I hope you drop your keys.
Even so, if he's 300 feet, he's
Yeah.
just like he's.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do at that point.
Yeah.
No, I got 120 feet max.
Yeah, like I got 100 feet.
You also don't know. I mean, if he's 300 feet, you don't know which actual direction he went.
I was gonna throw the javelin of lightning at him.
I sincerely need to teach one of you how to do that.
You guys don't know this. Maximilian rolled a nat 20 on an intelligence save.
I absolutely did. My intelligence
I
save of
figured-
-1.
I figured
I
that
knew.
because you
Yeah.
said you shook something off. It's like, yeah, he almost got
I have-
whammied.
I have no idea what the hell that was.
Wouldn't have been good for anybody else.
I'm guessing it was Dominate Monster.
Enemies
Oh,
abound.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yep. This would have sucked because I would have gone after Warkelnaw first.
Or, even though it's random, so it could, anybody you're around, so it could have been anyone in your party.
Ah.
I had a way to help mitigate against that, which was darkness.
That was a fun fight. We did
Yeah.
good. We did
You did.
good.
You did really well. With that, Warkelnaw is still sort of shaking himself off. But we will take a 5... you need 10 minutes to put the baby down, and then we will come back.
And Seymour, as we're walking away, Seymour will go up and comfort him, and they're there, because I can speak in giant to him in his native language. Be right back.
All right.
So I've never seen Mr. Canoehead. Tell me all about it, Patrick.
There is much like Kids in the Hall, there is an excellent group of Canadian comics that had a sketch comedy show called The Frantics. And their show was Four on the Floor. Yeah, Mr. Canoehead is a character that they did about a man who was portaging his canoe through the forest and got struck by lightning and became the superhero Mr. Canoehead.
I would like to think that he is related to the wall.
I know nothing about The Wall, but also it sounds like an incredible C-lister Spider-Man villain. Judging based on the image.
Still can't believe you aced that intelligence save.
Neither can I.
You take away all my fun.
Sorry.
Though, I mean, honestly, the giant zombie rolled 2 nat 20s as well. So, because otherwise, Stephanie would have just gotten rid of him almost immediately.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Was she trying to just like turn him?
Yeah.
Get lost? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but even on like Badme's Ball of Fire, that's a 16 dex save, and he has a -4 dex, but he made it once.
Well, it's the day for great saves out of shit stats.
Yeah, absolutely. I figured I had to change this up from last time, so.
Yeah. I actually don't remember what happened last time. Did we just like walk up here last time and like get him on our side?
Yep, pretty much.
No recollection
Basically,
of
it's
this
like
place.
Nobody escaped from your combats last time.
Did we?
Yeah, no. So yeah, you successfully kept anybody from. Oh, that's not true. Koth escaped, but he doesn't. He didn't set up with Warklenaw. He just ran to the bridge because he's a bit of a coward.
Yeah, and then we blew up his bridge.
Yep.
What are the odds we're gonna do that this time? I don't know that we have the mojo to blow up the bridge.
No, we can collapse the bridge with Warklenaw. I think Warklenaw is going to die in this event, in this attempt.
Why would you think that?
Because it's the sort of thing that writers do for drama.
Yeah, the bridge thing though. I don't know that Shatter is enough to break it, even if we pour all of Chirrup's spell slots into it.
There are supposedly weak spots in the bridge.
I have a lot of spell slots, so well, after I rest, I'll have a lot of spell slots.
Well, yeah, we're not doing the bridge tonight.
Back.
Yeah, you don't actually know there's any weak spots in the bridge. That is knowledge from the last campaign, but you would assume it is an old. You've been told it's a very old bridge with the potential of that. So you've figured there would be ways to bring it down. Shatter definitely works on objects. So
Big bada booms.
Yeah, there's definitely ways to get around it. I don't think any of you can do this. I think one of the things they talk about is stone to flesh, which that's a nasty way to do it.
Wow.
But,
God damn. I mean, yes, but also ew.
Wait, what? Stone to flesh?
Yes.
That's not a spell, is it?
Yes, it is.
It sure
It is.
I've heard of flesh to stone.
And you can reverse it.
Yeah, it's how you reverse petrification. Is it one spell? Like, is flesh to stone
Flesh to
reversible?
stone does not have that mode.
I guess in 3.5 it did.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it doesn't have the reverse.
3.5. Flesh to stone. Only creatures made of flesh are affected by this spell. Wait, no, that's flesh to stone. I wanted stone to flesh.
There's no stone to flesh.
There is in 3.5. This might
Yeah.
be homebrew. I don't know how to tell if it's homebrew. Or
Oh,
not.
in second edition, it was a 6th level spell.
Yeah, now it's just greater restoration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This spell also can convert a massive stone into fleshy
Yep.
substance.
Yeah, you're seeing
Such flesh is inert and lacking a vital life force unless a life force or magical energy is available. It would turn a stone golem into a flesh golem, but an ordinary statue would be a corpse. We get some real, like, the flesh that hates vibes from this.
Yeah, except for it's just kind of like meat. I mean, it's a great it's a great makeshift way of solving your ration problems. I mean, find some decent
that
size.
Vegan?
That's
vegan.
Technically speaking, you're not killing anything to make this. You just find a large size boulder somewhere, and now you have a big boulder of meat that you can grill.
Oh, so you can make
Technically,
vegan...
it's not meat so much as it's flesh. And flesh, technically speaking, fruit have flesh.
See, there you go. Perfect. We're solving all sorts of problems. And it doesn't take any material components. It's fine. 1 foot to 3 foot in diameter and up to 10 feet long. Jesus Christ, you can make a pillar of flesh.
That doesn't sound completely wrong.
Sounds fun.
All right, I'm just gonna run over to the fridge, grab a drink, and be back in 30 seconds.
I am not moving from this bed.
How come you haven't been sleeping? Not that we should talk about this live.
Oh, I've been. Welcome to my life. I've been fighting a cold, and it's the kind of cold where it's like you feel okay during the day, but then at night, like you it clogs you up.
Lying horizontal, everything flows backwards.
Exactly. Yeah. So I get all clogged up, and it's waking me up, and I get horrible dry mouth when I wake up. Yeah. So I haven't been sleeping.
I'm back.
Plus, we're pretty sure I broke my toe yesterday, and I burned my mouth on my dinner, so now I have blisters on.
Oh.
On the upper roof of my mouth.
Aw.
Yeah. It's been
I bruised the ball of my foot today by narrowly avoiding stubbing my toe on the foot of my bed. I caught the ball of my foot because it was just slightly raised.
Yep. No, we had an inspection and we had to move some furniture. We had to fight with our landlord first of all because it's like, oh, this is like a preemptive, preventative inspection for like bugs. And the notice they gave us, you need to remove all furniture away from the walls. So we panicked because it's like, we do not have the space for this. So we told them, like, we sent them a letter, like, don't bother coming in because we can't accommodate your request. Like, we physically do not have the space to move all of our furniture away from the walls. Like, we don't got it. And they basically was like, yeah, well, it's legal to come in, so if you don't, we're going to evict you.
I mean, like, you could maybe, like, say, oh, we'll have somebody there to move stuff out of the walls and move it back so we have room to move everything, but...
Like, that's the thing, is it's not that we're saying, like, hey, don't come in. We're saying we cannot do what you're asking us to do. So, like, don't come in because we can't do what we're asking you to do. Like, there's no point in you coming because we can't do what you want us to do. So it's like we go back and forth. So it went from moving all furniture away from the walls, like, oh, just do what you can. We only really just need to, focus on your bedroom because they're doing like a bed bug cockroach thing. Like, oh, it's just really your bedroom. Just do what you can. That's a big difference between moving all of the furniture around, guys. Like,
Steph will be a bit, so we can bother from now on. Sorry.
No worries. But that's why I stubbed my toe, because we have furniture everywhere, and I round a corner not expecting this chest of drawers to be there, because that chest of drawers isn't usually there.
Well, I mean, in fairness,
Back.
drawers just jump out at you when you're walking. Like, you could be
Right?
just in your basement putting laundry in, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden you hear something behind you, and you turn around, and bam, you've stabbed your toe on a chest of drawers that wasn't there a
Stabbed your
second
toe?
ago.
What? Stabbed
They
it.
just get you. They just get you.
Also, I know the pain of having too much furniture.
Yeah. So
We're getting better.
it hurts, and it's interesting colors right now. So we think it might be broken, but we'll see.
If you grab it, do you scream?
No, it hurts.
Probably
but I don't
not
scream.
broken.
It's probably just very badly bruised.
And
Yeah.
if it is broken, you know what they're gonna say after you spend 6 hours in the ER?
Splint it.
Don't move
Tape
it.
it.
They're
Yeah.
not even gonna
Keep-
splint
yeah.
it. They're just gonna send you fucking home.
Keep-
When
keep
I
it-
did it, they're
God.
like, "Does
Keep it
this
up."
hurt? Yes. Does this hurt? Yes. Does this hurt?" And then she yanked with all the force of the Titans and realigned everything. Don't put anything weight on it. And that was it.
So like that's the whole thing. Like, that's what I've done. Is like I'm trying not to move it. I've taped it up. I've got a little splint in there, just to kind of like, in case it is, just make sure I'm doing everything that they're going to do for me at the hospital anyway. I'm talking to my
That's
sisters about it,
basically it. That's all
Yeah.
that is all the treatment I got, what you did to yourself.
and I'm telling my sisters about this, and they're just like, "Oh, Dr. Tara," and I was like, "Well, like."
Hey, I got mine fighting my brother. He was taking a
Very-
swing at me, and I couldn't. As the bigger brother, you can't fucking just put your brother on the ground, right?
Yeah.
So I just
Oh, I
grabbed
used to.
him and fell over, and broke my toe in the process. And I'm just like, "Mike, my toe's broken," and we just separated, and it was done. And Mom, don't get mad,
But
It's the crazy things
but
of
my toe's broken. Why is your toe broken? That doesn't matter.
It was the chest of drawers downstairs.
Yeah, no, it's amazing how you go from one moment being at each other's throats to holy shit, one of us is actually hurt. We gotta get this looked at.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was swinging. We were swinging at each other.
My brother just ran away.
oof.
Oh.
Threw a chunk of cinder block at me when I was coming down a curly slide, and he didn't realize I was coming down head first. And yeah, he just took off.
It's like, oh shit, fucked up. I'm out.
Yep.
I think that's fake, but that's so tragic. It could be true, and I don't want to.
Oh, that was
question it.
100% true. 100% true.
Oh.
No,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Why do you think Patrick is the way he is?
you're fucking with us
Wonderful.
right now. No, he's
No,
fucking
I'm-
with
Oh, I
us.
believe him.
I am
believe him.
100. That is 100% true.
Oh, that sounds like a serious voice. Damn it.
Okay, so
Yeah. I wasn't badly hurt. It was, your kids. You're not picking up a full cinder block. It was just like
Yeah.
a chunk.
Well,
Yeah.
cinder blocks are, for a rock, very soft.
Yeah.
not soft
I had a
enough.
good
Alien.
good gash on my forehead. It was,
so
it
What's
could
that,
have been
Brendan?
much, much worse.
so they're not softer than a child's skull, Ian.
No, it's not. But I mean,
Probably
it
not.
would be far worse if it was a
Well,
hunk
that
of
sounds like
granite.
something, Ian, you need to run some experiments on.
Maybe not on your
also,
kid.
When I was a kid,
Oh, I know
uh,
exactly when cinder blocks break. It's when a kung fu expert hits them.
I did the bowl or the bucket on top of a door trick on my brother.
You killed him.
Yep, he's dead. No, it landed on his face, not broke his nose, but gave him a real bad bloody nose, like awful.
What
And
kind
I
of
forgot
bucket
my
was
bloody-
it?
It was a metal bowl.
So the worst injury that happened to me was because of my brother, but I can't blame him. We were playing like tag or chase, and he slammed the door, and the tip of my finger got caught in it. So I, had to go into the house carrying the end of my fingertip, saying, "Mom, I think we need to go to the doctor." And this was in the Northwest Territories, so and in the 70s, we go. The doctor is hair down, past sort of middle of his back, and I guess my dad was like, "No goddamn way is some hippie, blah blah blah, operating on my son." But,
15 minutes after I went and bought my first Swiss Army knife with my own money, I chopped off my knuckle, bandaged it up, and never told
Oh.
anyone.
Oh,
Oh,
I
It's about the
remember.
worst I've done.
I remember. I forget how old I was. I want to say I was like 11 or 12. I biked down to a playground, and it was the older style, solid chunks of wood with metal bars style playground. The good ones.
You mean the best kind of
the
playground?
good ones, yeah. This was around the time that they were replacing them with all the plastic ones, though. Anyway, I was impatient and climbed up the side of it next to the really long slide, and one of the pieces was jagged and broken. Sure enough, slip, fall, and I'm not sure exactly how deep it was, but it was at least an inch, maybe 2 into my upper thigh.
Oof.
Totally should have gotten stitches. Instead, I walked my bike home, went upstairs, and proceeded to basically empty the bandage drawer of Band-Aids, trying to prevent it from bleeding through.
That was with me with the knuckle. It's like, why the fuck? I should have. My parents would have been mad, but I should have fucking went to the hospital.
Oh, yeah, no. It's like, I didn't want to get yelled at for getting hurt. And that was the logic of I can take care of this myself. It's fine. It's fine.
This is very much why I'm going to be the parent I'm going to be with Cash. I have made myself not freak out when anything happens because I want him to tell me. I don't want to scream at him for being stupid. I just want to take him to the ER.
So, okay, something I heard, and I would totally do this myself. You get a card, you show them the card, and it says, remember, you literally write on it, remember you said you would listen to whatever I had to say. You put it in a drawer.
Oh, yep, I've seen that one.
Whenever they pull that card out, it is no matter what, you just listen. That's it.
1 second. I'm getting yelled at. I'll be right back.
So, back to injuries. I finished reading Kitchen Confidential recently, and in it, the author's like, oh yeah, this one time I chopped off the tip of my finger, and I had to go to the doctor for it, and it was just some intern kid trying to reattach the tip of my finger with and like crunching the needle through the fingernails to try and get it to come back.
Oh, God.
All right, back. Sorry.
That's I know.
Kitchen Confidential is such a great book.
It is.
But
I read it after I read
probably a bit for putting him down. So why don't we start? Although I will chat with you guys about bullshit forever, so I'm okay with that too.
I read it after his other book,
Medium Raw?
Medium Raw, yeah.
Yeah, I want to track down his fiction work. Apparently, it's not bad.
He made it sound awful. He was like, this was
He
terrible.
did, yeah.
Yeah, but one of the actors in the Boondock Saints movie told me it was awful when I asked him if it was any good, so...
Which one, the cute one or the cute one?
The cute one.
Nobody
would ask any questions. I'm like, I haven't fucking seen it. Is it any good? I got so many death glares from all the fangirls.
Wow. Yeah.
I also told RoboCop that Screamers was my favorite movie of his. I kind of feel bad for that.
Aw.
And how did Paul Weller react?
Oh, he loves Steph. Knowing all his questions about what's that one, the Renaissance Man one, the monkeys that she loves. She's freaking out right now listening to us not being able to say anything. Oh, what's the movie? The 80s one. The one I'm talking about.
Buckaroo Banzai?
That one, Buckaroo Banzai.
Is it related in some way to the movie?
I have never heard it described that way, Ian.
He was so fucking happy. Every question he asked, he asked 2 or 3 questions about Buckaroo Banzai and what it meant, and Steph was on it, and he was very impressed. And then he looks at me and, what's your favorite? Oh, I love Screamers. Signs Seth's photo and we walk away. I kind of feel bad for that because I do like Screamers a lot. It's a fun movie.
I'm
Let
shocked
me
you
re-
wouldn't have said the Naked Lunch.
Ian,
I would
it
have
is
said
a
Naked Lunch.
stupid fun movie.
It is. And when I finally meet Bruce Campbell, I'm going to say my favorite movie is Moontrap to him. Because it is. It's so fantastic.
I'd be all about Bubba Hotep. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, but I forgot about Bubba Hotep. That
How
was a
could
good
you
movie.
forget Bubba Hotep?
I've never
Yeah.
seen Bubba Hotep.
Oh,
Oh,
rectify that.
My
Yeah.
Lord, yeah, fix that.
That will make you happy.
Won't say
yeah.
no to this.
Yeah, Chris, I have a photo in the bar from Naked Lunch because at TIFF at the Lightbox building, when they did the big retrospective for Cronenberg, they rebuilt that bar.
Oh, that's cool.
They had a lot of props and things like that, but the bar was amazing.
Yeah,
And
that's
so,
great.
those of us who were, volunteering, because I was doing that in the 3D printed Cronenberg stuff, which was really fun. We got to work with him on that.
Ah, damn.
But yeah,
Sorry
we
I
got to.
missed that.
Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, but yeah, we got a lot of photos in that bar.
Yeah,
That's
no,
amazing.
I got to.
Things you can do without children.
Yeah, no,
Indeed.
I got to see if I can become a TIFF member.
Oh, just volunteer for them.
No,
Good.
you volunteer. Yeah.
All right, we'll see. Anyways,
Yes. Anyways, and anybody can go in when they put up those exhibits. They just take over the main floor. The Kubrick one was really cool too. But Cronenberg's there all the time. He lives like 3 blocks away.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, we should
Yeah,
get him
Disney
and the guy
Toronto.
from Forgotten Realms to fist fight. That would be the best boxing match ever. For
Which
charity?
Captain Rums?
Which one?
I think Cronenberg's a little frail these days.
Oh yeah, what's his face from Forgotten Realms? He's still quite beefy. He's a big guy.
Ed Greenwood?
You're talking about Greenwood?
Yeah, Greenwood.
Yeah, you know what? He
He's
is.
bigger than me. He's taller than
Yeah.
me, and he's got weight on me, so I'm calling him beefy.
You know what? He is not a small man. Yeah.
And highly recommend Possessor, a movie from Cronenberg's son. Came out 2 years ago, I guess. Really good.
Ooh, I'll check.
I think it's on HBO Max and
because you
might
know
be on
that
Netflix
kid
now too.
listened to a bunch of rants about filmmaking.
Oh, probably. All right, but everybody's back.
Yep, just waiting on Steph, but I will move Steph around, and we're good.
Yeah. Well, we're at the.
Oh, I got to flip maybe, so just hold off on me, but keep going. Sorry.
Well, I think we have to wait for you. You're the only one who speaks giant.
Yep.
Wait, do we have to speak giant to Vorkal now? He doesn't speak common? I was assuming that it was like
So far, you've only spoken giant to him.
Like, I was assuming that we were way overreacting on that. Everyone
No, I
speaks
think
common. It's common.
The whole thing was like he speaks like very little broken common, I think it was.
I thought
so
it was George speaks very little broken giant.
It's both.
That too. Yeah.
But I was under the impression he was getting his instructional things from the other guy in common.
Yeah, but
Telepathically.
that's probably just like whatever enchantment spell that was.
Yeah, you were right. It was dominate monsters. That's why he could give instruction telepathically.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, Ian just beefed that role, which was shocking.
Yeah, I was like,
Yep.
I'm gonna speak in slight code, like doing something stupid, being exactly what you were planning on doing to begin with.
and then I just did the Ian thing to work on it, and it worked out great.
Yeah,
I
'cause
thought you were
if-
about to
Oh, what's the Ian
smash.
thing?
Walking up to a enemy that is just completely implacable and attempting to talk them down.
Yeah, Seymour's
Well, yeah,
rubbing
'cause-
off on everyone.
Yeah, because they can make a wisdom save if they take damage, and you healed him of disease. So I figured, fair chance. And yeah, he rolled an 18, which he does not have great wisdom. So
That was good.
No,
yeah,
No,
was
that
my
was a
next
really
plan,
good
was to
fight.
just
I'm
say we
really
just
liking this Witchwood part.
We just start smacking Vorkal to get him up.
But yeah, with that, Workelnaw, will look around and in broken common just say, thanks. And he will rip a hunk of this cooked pig, the boar that is over the fire, and just walks it over to Maximilian and hands it to you first. And looks at his sort of skin, and you can see him kind of flexing his joints, and he just goes, if healed.
Seymour is making like a gesture behind Workelnaw's back. Just take it, take it, take it.
Oh, it's perfectly cooked wild boar.
This is respectful. Take it. Don't refuse.
Oh yeah, no, and I'll. No. Max will just sort of grab this massive hunk of board, just like, yes, thank you very much. And I'm trying to judge. Does this guy look a little bit more primal or a little bit more civilized?
A mix of both. Roll me a history check for forest giants.
-1. I don't know a fucking thing about these things.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are reclusive, mostly thought dead. So yeah, you really don't know.
Can I try while I'm trying to signal? Take
Sure. Jor has sort of mentioned a few things. The forest giants are generally regarded as almost as good as sort of artisans as stone giants, which is why that effigy you saw along the track was kind of haphazard and below standard, but you understand seeing him as he is, elderly and with the with the red sort of, what is it? Red ache disease that you saw sort of covering most of him. Yeah, he clearly didn't have a lot of his skills, but being healed by Max, he is definitely better.
And he's like fully healed. All the red splotches are gone.
Yep. Yeah, Max healed the disease, so gone.
All right,
and I will, in giant, say thank you, friend. We're glad that we're not fighting anymore. Could you come and sit with us, and we will discuss this problem with the forest?
And he will just say, you may sit with me around my fire and share breakfast, in giant to you.
Seymour sits down matter-of-factly right in front of the fire right there.
And he gestures for everyone else to come, and you can see him start to sit down and look like he's going to grimace and then realize, oh, it doesn't actually hurt, and just kind of sits a little more easily. And you see him smile at you again, Max.
Well, it's the least I could do. There's limits, of course, but
Max, don't sell yourself short. You've done good today. Let's sit down and relax for a minute.
I'm like 6'5", and I pass off the hunk of board to Jor,
and Jor just puts up his hand as you see Workelnaw is starting to slice off other pieces for everybody else, and Jor just whispers to you, "You were given the first piece as honored guest."
Oh, okay, all right.
Eat it.
All right, I'll start tucking in and just tearing big giant chunks off of this thing with my teeth.
Yeah, and it is, flavored with local sort of herbs, and it looks like some sort of berry has been smeared across it. It's quite tasty. And he, passes out pieces to all of you, and you see he, reaches over and picks up the gauntlet that Chirrup carried over, and he sort of nods a thanks, and then he just sort of puts it down and says, and he'll look to Seymour and say, "I've not needed weapons like that for a long time."
We only found it, and when Jor said that this was the best place to hide, we thought are only a giant-sized weapon for a giant might be a good gift. I'm sorry if it was disrespectful. We're just at our wits' end. We've had some help from the forest, but if these goblins get over that bridge, they're going to burn the forest, they're going to burn the Vale, and Tiamat returns.
I do not think goblins are that big a worry.
They have
I
dragons.
don't know who Tiamat is.
The evil god of the dragons.
Yes, and they have apparently struck some sort of deal with the dragons of the mountains. There's one dragon in particular. Its name was Regiarix. It and several. I hesitate to say several creatures like me, but
Oh no, they were bigger, Max. They were much bigger.
Yeah, a little bit more.
But
centaur-like.
Warkona, we don't even ask you to fight with us. We can do that. We ask for help taking down the bridge. Just a thing of stone and masonry. It will slow them down and give us time to prepare defenses and keep them from invading the forest. Just the bridge. That's all we need, please.
All right, give me a persuasion check with advantage as you've given him the gauntlet.
I don't want to. I'm scared.
Do it.
You're the one who chose to be the party face.
Yep, I did, but it just never rolls well for me.
I do not see myself fighting, but I can seek out my kin in the Wormsmoke foothills to the west of Bald Hill here, and I can ask their aid in repelling these dragons.
We don't want your kin to die for us. Well, we appreciate the help. We don't want to force anyone to fight for us. The bridge would slow them down enough. But, I mean, we will appreciate any help from your kin. If they could. If that's what you think is best, then we do appreciate that help.
I can walk west and find who's left. We can slow them if they come in our woods.
We would appreciate any help you could provide to us, Mr. Warklenaw.
And the Vale will know what you've done. This animosity, this problems at the keep, as Seymour shakes his head solemnly, will never happen again.
That is long done. We fixed the people at the keep. And he looks, he sort of gestures around at the ruins around him. They ruined our home. We ruined theirs.
Now you'll be heroes among us, I promise.
I care not for that. I don't want to destroy more. My kin can help.
All right. Well, we will accept any help that your kin can provide, and I believe we can try something else at the bridge.
Yes, thank you, Warklenaw.
Please, do you speak Giant, Max?
I don't.
No, but he understands what Seymour is saying, I believe, from the spell. Let me double check.
Yeah, I thought he was speaking in sort of broken
common. Seymour as if they speak it.
I speak in common, and anybody who listens to me understands. Let me just double check. There it is.
Anybody who can hear you understands it if it's their language that you're speaking, but Warklenaw would understand Max, and Max would understand Warklenaw.
Yeah,
no.
No, you would have touched Workle
I
Gnaw,
touched me.
and Workle Gnaw would no. The spell grants the creature you
Yeah, but he
touch the
cast
ability
his spell
to
before
understand any spoken language it
Oh,
hears.
yes,
So you would
yes,
touch
exactly,
him, and he can understand all of us.
Yes, but he
Yeah.
cast it before combat. He cast it more.
Yeah, he cast it on himself, so.
Oh,
So
I
I
forgot about that. Yeah,
I
and I'm
So
out of spell points.
basically Seymour and
translator.
Jor are translating, as
Yeah.
best they can.
I'll have to do it that way.
Sorry, I will read the spell better next time. And
Nobody understands how tongues actually works.
but
Between
yeah,
that
so
and comprehend
languages,
languages.
there you
Yeah. But Workelnaw will say, "You stay here. Safety is good. We may talk more later. I'm tired now. I was out hunting the boars."
And Max will nod and reach into his pack and start setting up a tent.
we'll keep watch. Go to sleep. Don't worry.
Hut going up.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it is early morning, so you guys will not get the benefits of a long rest until night falls because you took one late afternoon yesterday. But what do you do throughout this day?
Well,
do you
if
make any
it's-
other attempts to convince Workelnaw after, he sleeps for a couple of hours and then wakes up and reburies the body of his kin that was dug up?
So it's like it's only so we've had a short rest in between.
Yes.
Kind of thing, as he's been sleeping. So during that time, Index will invisibly be circling the area to let us know if any goblins show up.
Yeah, I will say you see no goblins, but Index again notices that, very thin dragon-like creature with a mount, but now flying back to the north, presumably having checked in at the keep and found everything that had happened there.
Yeah, so sitting with the party, I will say that's what. So
They have
they
really
seem
good
pretty convinced about Drellin's Ferry. What do we do? Do we keep going?
I see no alternative.
Yeah.
I don't either, and quite frankly, these people aren't playing around. And you see Seymour just a tear in his eye for his mother.
Well,
We have to stop them, even if we can change some floozies to our side. We're never gonna stop this with words.
A big, scaly, reassuring hand appears on Seymour's shoulder at that, and he says, "Don't worry. We're gonna do what we can at the bridge. We are gonna have to evacuate Drellin's Ferry. If this map that they've given us is any indication, they're
Indeed.
coming from the west and they're riding across the east."
So
I
I had a
don't think
thought
they're gonna-
about that.
Mhm.
So, they say the pen is mightier than the sword. I don't
Yeah.
think that's true. But I think the printing press might be heavier than the siege engine.
So you're planning on throwing the press at them?
I
No.
believe we're going to distribute pamphlets explaining the issue.
Thank you, Julius. That's exactly it. It would panic many people, but there are many young men and women who would take up the fight
They would
and
be
come to Drellin's Ferry and be ready to defend it if we could get the word out.
No militia is going to stand against this horde.
Yes. Besides, I don't think Drellin's Ferry is the appropriate place for it. Yes, there's a river and it's fast and it's hard to defend.
A river doesn't matter that much when the opponent is using dragons.
Yes. The best we could do there is slow them down. We need to find a better mustering point.
Well, even if we have them
Can we
go
pull the
all
map
the
out?
way back to insert name of big town at the end with the walls.
Yeah, can we pull the map out?
Brindle.
Not Brindle, the other one. Denegar.
Denovar.
Denovar. That's it. Brindle does have walls, but Denovar is a big city. It can take the amount of people. They have money. They have artisans. They have wizards. I think it's a best bet.
I don't. I want to send word to the Lions now, like right now.
But can we? That's the problem.
I believe we can.
Mm-hmm.
How long would it take a familiar, let's say an owl familiar, to get to Brindle?
To Brindle?
It'd be days.
Oh, it'd be longer than days.
I mean-
when you guys traveled, it was nearly a month to get to Drellin's Ferry.
You can actually see the time because here, Drellin's Ferry, day 5.
Yeah, but that's an army at March, not an owl flying as he
Straight.
proceeds.
Yeah.
It's still like you're still talking about
Yeah,
multiple
it's not going to happen
weeks.
right away.
Yeah.
But it's probably our fastest means of conveying a message.
Perhaps. You don't have the sending spell, do you?
I do not.
All right.
The cleric might.
Does
The
the
cleric,
have
if
the
cleric
sending
can
spell?
prepare it, then
Steph
it has
is
to be tomorrow.
AFK. Can you check that, Patrick? Because I don't think I have access to her sheet.
Well,
Yes,
it's on
it's a
the
level 3
spell
spell,
list.
so yep.
So she
so
could.
tomorrow we ask Steph to prepare sending
Yeah,
to
and
let somebody in Brindle know. Somebody important, somebody we know who trusts us.
Well, it's based on how many the level 3 spell slots does she have? Because we should be doing the
At 5th level,
Lions.
she should have 1.
Okay, so Lions first. And then, honestly, I want to do paper first and send them to the Lions.
Where is
Yeah.
remind me, where is Ian's printing press?
Right now in Brindle.
I mean, then we just include that as a part of the message.
I mean, Ian, you have your book that you can send messages back and forth. That's how you submit your
Oh,
stories.
right. I've never been really using that very much, have I? Yes.
Nope.
I forgot about that.
well,
So
now's the time. Yeah.
Yep. So I send a message of what's been happening, Wrath's Keep, and as Seymour writing, he stops and looks up at the group around the fire to the sounds of giant snoring. Where are we sending them?
Get everyone to Brindle.
Get everyone to Brindle. If we retreat to Denovar, that's the entire Vale. We've
But not only
basically
that,
given him-
does Denovar have walls?
No, just Brindle.
Oh, I thought Denovar did. Sorry. So then, yeah, I would pick Brindle.
Okay.
But
if-
Jarrett's there.
Yes, if you're gonna send a message to Captain Lars Ulverth of the Lion Guard
In Brindle?
in Brindle.
Well, no,
And-
mine's going right back. It will go right back to the press. Then they will have to take it to.
That's fine. That's way faster than we can do it. They need to start evacuating as much of the Vale to safe locations as possible. We're going to have to hit Drellin's Ferry as we come back. We're gonna have to destroy that rope ferry thing that they have. It's going to be a
We'll have to
nightmare. We are
burn-
going to be running for the next few weeks.
We'll have
Yep,
to burn
and
every
sorry,
field
just
we
keep
come across.
going. That's what we write. But I have to go put the baby to bed, so I will be right back. So
Right.
you guys just keep going.
We'll have to burn every field we come across, every farmer's livelihood, to stop them from resupplying. You can't move an
Well,
army like
such-
that without supplies.
Yes, they'll have to.
Oftentimes,
Yeah, they'll have to either burn the fields or harvest them early. And
I don't know that
take
the
what they
time
can.
exists to harvest them early.
We'll have to leave that up to them. We're not going to be able to micromanage this. We're going to have to leave that
No.
up to them. And we're just going to have to get to Drellin's Ferry and then run all the way to Neiman Gap, There's towns along the side. We're not going to be able to hit them all.
No, we're not going to be able to hit like Hammerfrost or Douth.
No, probably not, unless there's some other thing we can do.
Well, if we get word to Brindle, they can send runners.
Yes.
Remember, we have quite a bit of time before they get to places like Douth.
Yeah. So if we can get sending to Brindle, to Captain Lars Ulverth, then say they are leaving in 2 days and they will be in Brindle in 37. Like, start evacuating the Vale now. Which is really the best we can do. Start mustering an army.
Where is the Vale in relation to the rest of the Forgotten Realms?
This is an eternal
The
question.
ass end of nowhere.
Yep. Go find the part of the realms that's completely forgotten, and it's just past there.
Pretty much. I haven't come across it in any books, honestly.
That's because the Elser Vale is not in the Forgotten Realms. It's in Narath. The points
Indeed.
of light setting.
Yeah, they have figured out where it can be placed, and I'll have to get out a map of the Forgotten Realms. But yeah, they do have a placement for it in the Forgotten Realms. But yeah, it's nowhere close to anywhere because you're not getting help from any of the major cities in this adventure.
Yeah.
Jor also says, I can run to Drellin's Ferry if we need it.
We might need you to. What other towns are there around here between Drellin's Ferry and Neiman Gap? Well, there's
Back maybe asleep.
There's Tarleton, which is is livestock.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get them to herd their livestock.
Everything's got to move.
And the Hammerfist holds down at the south are a group of dwarven enclaves that haven't really had much contact with the rest of the Vale in decades. You know that the blacksmith you met in Drellin's Ferry mentioned that he was expecting a delivery from his family there that's late.
We can assume that it's not going to arrive.
Oh, they haven't gotten through yet, as far as we know.
And they're going to move slower than we will. Like, there's no way they can, at force, move as quickly as we can.
So, can we just... No, that'll take too long.
I think, for right now, we send Jor to Drellin's Ferry and we press onto the bridge alone without him. We've also nearly killed him about 3 times. We have
already killed him
Let
once.
the poor man go.
You paid him very well for this. He knew what he was getting into when you dropped that bag of coins on him.
We sent him
Yeah,
to
kinda.
Ferry.
But we're still kind people, so we've asked a lot. Shush.
We use the book to send a message one way, and then tomorrow we send another message giving an update on what we've done. I think is the best.
And I think the paper is going to have to put out, we are being attacked. All people have to come to Brindle if we're going to fight them off. Patriotic this, patriotic that. Save the Vale. We have to, right? Like, we can't risk not panicking them, because a panicked population is still better than one that's sedentary.
I would disagree with that, but...
when there's goblins coming to eat them in their beds.
I mean, sometimes you might not be able to avoid panicking them, sure.
Oh, no, it's going to be a typical British World War I, World War II, stiff upper lip. We have to do this to defeat the goblins. Pip, pup, carry on. Let's all get to Brindle and make this done by Christmas.
Do your part.
Oh yeah, we have a Rosie Riveter kind of picture, but it's Molly, and she's just stabbing a goblin.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No, I think we have to send the patriotic story and get everybody into high gear. It's the only way. A bunch of refugees are not useful. A bunch of angry young men and women with weapons ready to defend their homes, far
Will
more
be
useful.
slaughtered by an organized hobgoblin assault.
So the headline is "Refugees Not Useful." Got it.
Ooh.
Yep, that'll be
Like,
great.
if this
Nope,
Not
we're going to
doing
print.
that.
if
No, you're not the editor. That's Index. And Index is like, no.
um, Seymour Sunkist, if this were an invasion of goblins, of normal goblins, not organized, I would agree with you. But this is a group of highly organized, very intelligent hobgoblins, leading goblins and being aided by dragons.
And Julius,
Some
are you going to tell everyone that? Are you going to dash any hope we have? Right now, we have the time to get people moving. We have the time
and people
to create an
moving
army.
who aren't. An army cannot be formed in a month, and that's what we have.
There's local
They-
militias.
They need to get behind walls and stab things that come over them. That's what we need right now. They are going to wreck every farm, every homestead, every store, every tavern. We need to get as many people moving with as many goods to a place with
And
a wall.
I agree with you on this, but we cannot form a militia of disorganized farmers.
No,
and
we
expect
just
to
need
stand
hope.
Even an instant against S-Force.
Julius, hope is what we need right now. Hope will see us through. Hope, well, not anything you can quantify. We need to tell these people that we can fight and we can win. We can't say that this is an overwhelming army. No, this is a foe that we, as a group, can defeat and, with loss, go back to our homes and try and rebuild. These people are going to take everything no matter what we do. We need people hopeful. We need people ready to fight. We need...
Revolution!
Perfect, thank you.
Reach it, brother Seymour!
Well,
I
that sounds
agree
great.
There are things people can do. Your average person could help us in some way, and they should do what they can. But I don't think that. I do not believe we should expect anyone in the Vale who is not already trained, armed, and armored to stand against this foe. A retreating
People
foe
want to fight
is
for their
forcible.
homes. Julius, you're not from here. This is why me and Molly are out. This is why we're doing this. We are fighting for our homes. The places where we lived, grew up, where we plan to get married and have children. All the people of the Vale have similar goals and dreams, and they are willing to fight for it. They will. Trust me, I know they will.
I don't doubt that they will. I just don't think they're going to be as directly useful in the stand-up fight that is coming as you seem to think they are.
No, I want them to go to Brindle.
Yes,
and
we all
just
want them to go to
reinforce
Brindle,
Brindle.
but I don't think they need to like be expected to fight because they're
Oh no, I'm not expecting no. So all the stories and stuff are not everyone has to fight. It's those who want to fight, those who are willing, those with the spirit to protect the Vale. Those who know what's right will pick up a farming implement used for pulling out beets and strike down the goblin and protect his home and family.
Just like they did the bourgeoisie.
Sorry, the who?
Bourgeoisie, never mind. I'll explain it later.
Yes, beat your plowshares. No, just take the plows and just use that.
Exactly. Turn them into weapons, defeat the bourgeoisie, usher in a communist utopia. Done.
Alright, so she's stretching. We're just trying to survive. Communist later.
No, but this is the first step.
Okay, let's just concentrate on taking down a bridge first, huh?
That's the next question. How do we deal with the bridge if we don't have a giant to help knock it over? Jor, what does the bridge look like? In what way is it supported?
Is a dwarf bridge. There's small towers on either side, two on either side of the bridge, and then it is just a light curve right across the road. The gorge below is very deep. There are no pillars underneath it.
So it is entirely supported from each side, correct?
Yes. So if you could damage one side, you would probably take it down.
Does anyone other than Europe have a way to damage masonry in such a way?
Sure, raises his hand.
Other than Shrimp, we know you have.
I
We
look
are aware of
around
yours.
on my gear and I pull out a mace.
Seymour pushes up Chirrup's other hand.
Pull out my sickle.
That's not going to
I
work.
don't know how effective
Sorry,
these
we're
are
trying to
against-
take down the bridge, right?
Yes.
I point at my shoes. What these do, I can dig through them, cut off all access on both ends.
It's not soil.
Te-
It's
technically,
stone.
technically, I think I may have a way to get rid of the bridge. I'm
You
not
know,
sure if it
don't
would work
worry.
though.
Where are those boots? I want to see.
I think it's soil, right? Not stone?
What is stone except really compressed
Really
together?
compacted soil, yes.
Yes.
Guys, you're talking to a geotechnical technician.
That's not a real
Here's a
profession.
question.
Is it silt?
Here's a question.
Shush, Brendan.
How would
Not a
this
real profession.
work?
Oh.
Oh, shit. God
Is
damn
it
it,
really
Lauren.
an
You were
object?
fucking clever.
Is a bridge an object, or is it a collection of lots of objects?
No, is it?
No, that's the main
The
question, though.
stone is an object, though.
It's a structure.
Single stone.
It's a structure.
Yeah, which doesn't mean you couldn't find a keystone or something like that.
And you just embiggen it?
Or
Oh,
we just
we have
put
to shrink it.
No,
a piton, hammer a piton into it and make it large size.
Either
It
way,
would
I
only
think
take
Oh.
a piton up to like small size.
yeah,
Yeah,
either
no,
way, I think if you enlarge the keystone or shrink the keystone, either way will work.
Well, shrinking the keystone would actually remove the tension, which would cause it to collapse.
So yes, the keystone. You could almost do it to any stone if you enlarged it, because it would move enough other stones that you would put
the
a
problem-
complete structural weakness, especially if you did it on a corner.
The problem with that is it says that if there's not enough room for it to become larger, it expands to the largest size it can and still
Oh.
retains the
Yeah.
benefits.
You would
Yeah,
But
as
if I
much-
shrink it, it does shrink.
Yeah, as much fun as it would be to put a lot of really weird lateral tension on the bridge by making the keystone 6 times its size. Yeah, let's just remove it.
Yep, that's the best way.
All right. Well, we've got a couple of options. We've got Chirrup and all Chirrup is. We've got Keystone Shenanigans. And I look at Warklenaw, who has joined us around the fire again. I say,
He started burying the kin that was dug up.
oh, I didn't even notice. I grab a shovel and I head over there.
I will assist and say a non-denominational commie prayer.
Is commie a denomination? I think it is.
I think it's a condomination.
With the combination.
All right,
Anyway.
as you all assist with the burial, and you see he nods his head and says a few words and sort of angrily spikes the ground with the tree trunk he was using to tamp the dirt back down.
Can Seymour pick up a few acorns or other tree seeds and kind of plant them just in a tiny, respectful hole above the grave?
Sure. And in sort of a broken common, he will just say, unbury, dead, bad, evil.
It is
This
evil.
will, when this tree
Yes,
grows, they will never walk again. The roots will go around them, and they will be at peace forever.
And I say, hey, Seymour, help me translate this. I stand up and I say, the one who did that doesn't care for this forest, doesn't care for your people. This forest will burn at their pleasure. Would you like to help us stop that? Would you
And
like to help us take down a bridge?
Max,
Would you-
roll me a persuasion check with advantage as you and Molly assisted him with the burial.
All right.
Can I switch one word in his nice speech and said make it be our bridge partner?
No.
Thumbs up, trumps.
Yes. All right. Persuasion +5. All right. Here we go. Scroll to 14. 14.
14.
If only I had someone to give me some advice. I don't know.
Can I? Yeah.
Or does anyone want to cash in inspiration?
I will cash in mine.
Do you
All
still have
right.
your Bardic? I gave you
How-
Bardic Inspiration.
That
Yeah.
was
No,
a
that
long
was
time
a
ago.
long time ago. That was over an hour ago.
All
I
right.
can inspire you again.
If you want.
Because we're probably gonna be resting after this, right?
I would say at this point, yeah, nobody gave him guidance or bardic inspiration with this. It was he and Molly digging, and yeah, he was, the words he used, Warklenaw picked up enough of them because he knows that you guys have been talking about the bridge and everything else.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, this is the second 14 you guys have landed on. So yeah, if you have an inspiration to re-roll it.
All right. Here we go. 18, if that's still an advantage.
It's still an advantage. With an 18, you can see he kind of grinds his teeth and flexes his hands and, sort of looks at you, and
They do look like big, strong hands.
they do. And, as you're watching him flex them, he almost starts sort of grinning, as you can see they are clearly moving more easily as the red ache has passed, and his joints no longer look as swollen as they were. And he will just pat you on the shoulder, Max, and just go,
Oh, ow.
bridge fall. And that is
Bridge
where we will
fall.
leave it for the night. As
Sounds
tomorrow
good.
you guys will go to the bridge.
Yay. As philosopher James Brown once said, let's take it to the bridge.
All right, and with that, I will end this stream. Thank you, Jedi Monkey, for watching. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.
Monkey.
Apparently, Jedi's are getting